Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, it's your girl Chizoba, the trans girl next door. In today's video, I want to talk about starting hormones and also what I wish I knew before starting. I want to share my experience not as a medical practitioner, but as someone who has walked this path, someone who has lived these experiences. Because I started HRT initially in 2015, but due to financial difficulties, I had to stop. So starting back was in 2020. So it's literally 5 years now. And knowing how it is for us here in Nigeria, how we are not even accepted, talk less of credited the respect that we deserve. It's actually hard for us to have medical practitioners or medical personnel looking into how to help us to navigate through this journey. So because of that, we do something called self-medicating, which can be very dangerous if proper care is not taken. I've been getting DMs from persons asking how I started HRT, what I take, and the changes to expect, and also any advice I should give to anyone starting. So let's get into it. One of my biggest mistake was impatient. Like I was yes, I had done my research, right? But still, when these changes started happening, that was when the urgency for these things to happen so fast. I mean, they're already happening, but I wanted it to happen so fast, which led to me increasing my dosage anyhow. And that is one thing that I wouldn't want anyone to do because you are taking a huge risk if you increase your dosage without any supervision. And most times when mostly trans girls DM me asking on how to start their HRT, and then I'm giving them advices on how to go with the dosages and all that, most of them will be like, no, I don't want you to tell me dosages. I just tell me I want to start, let me start. But darling, that's not how it goes. You take things one step at a time, because at the end of the day, your life, your health is at risk when you just do it anyhow. I remember, I think after 6 months, I increased my dosage and I started eating a lot. I started gaining lots of weight. Like I remember weighing 100 and I think 102 kg. Like before I started transitioning, right? I think I was weighing not less than 50 something kg. Then after 3 months to 6 months, I was weighing 102 to 110 kg. Like not thinking about my health, not thinking about my future. I was thinking more is equals to faster. The more dosage I increase, the more faster it becomes. If I increase my estrogen dosage, I am going to get a bigger breast. I'm going to get a bigger bum, bigger hips and all that. Like no, that's not how it happens. In fact, truly, the lower the dosage, the more of the things you are going to see. But because, obviously gender dysphoria, body dysmorphia, it makes you think that these things are not working, but they are working. And by the way, I didn't talk about what I took. I'm so sorry about that. I was taking, I'm still taking estrogen and anti-androgen. And I remember, or I've seen girls talk about progesterone, but there has not been a conclusive statistic on that. And I mean, I, mine is happening amazing. So I don't know if I should. I don't think taking progesterone is really important for me, but do you? Okay. And again, I wouldn't ever recommend anyone doing this self-medicating, right? But it is what it is here in Nigeria. We don't have these persons, these medical personnel to put us to, like, how they won't even try it because as a medical licensed person, putting you through these hormones, it's like I don't know, but I don't think they will want to do that. Another thing is finances and budgeting. This is something most or so many of these YouTube creators they don't talk about. Like they just talk about the beautiful part of starting transitioning. Oh yes, yeah. They talk about a little. They dabble a little bit into the emotional state of it, but they don't talk about the finances, like the financial part of it. Like, and this is what we need to talk about mostly because without financial buoyancy, I mean, hormones are not something you take. Oh, when the changes happens, or you feel like when the changes has completed, you stop. No, hormones. This let me not call say hormones. Hormonal replacement therapies are something you take for the rest of your life, literally for the rest of your life, except maybe when you've gotten to the menopausal stage, you stop, right? I mean, yeah. And when it comes to the financial part of it, we talk about lab tests, which is doing blood work to know how things are going, how the hormones are if the hormones are doing what it's meant to do, because most times it's not just the physical, it's also the inside, right? And then living a healthy lifestyle, which is eating healthy nutrition. If you are a smoker, you have to stop. If you are a smoker, you have to stop. Like, trust me, trust me. In general, it's just you living a very healthy lifestyle in general. And illegal drugs is a no, no, no. Then gaining weight. It was something I never knew could become a problem for me because before I started hormones, right, pre transition, I was really slim. But gaining weight, I was so happy, like, finally, I'm gaining weight. I'm looking like a woman. I'm looking womanly, feminine, and all that. But I never knew that it will become a problem for me because gaining weight caused me to have something called fatty liver, which is fats accumulating in the liver. I remember feeling pains under my rib cage like all the time, and I didn't know what was happening. I was thinking maybe it's my ulcer because yeah, I have ulcer too. So I was thinking that's the issue, right? Not knowing that I was having fatty liver issue. And it got to a point of skin discoloration. My skin becoming a little bit yellow, like oh my god. Hmm. It was scary. I mean, it was scary. And as someone who does research all the time, I had to do the research on why is my skin becoming yellow. And the recommendation of me going for blood work or lab test came up. And yeah, thank God for that because I had to go for my blood work, which turns out that I have liver issue. Huh. But yeah, it wasn't like it. I think it was caught early. It wasn't something that has advanced. So I'm so happy on that. So yeah, I was put on a very strict diet of just eating fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Like not even eating. I was drinking fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Like I wasn't eating any oily food or any fatty food, just fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Yeah, it was ooh, so it was an emergency of me losing weight. So just like I said before, learning to eat better, learning to monitor what goes on around you, your body, your environment, that matters, trust me. So the next one is mentorship, which is something that every human needs, every human should have. Because when you have people putting you in the right place or putting you on the right path when things are going wrong, a lot of things will work out good for you. Yeah. So having mentorship was something I craved for because I was just focused on international YouTube creators telling people what they have done right. And I was just using that like I was just using every single thing they said. I looked up to them so much, even though still I wanted to have a mentor who is real, like not real, I mean a mentor who lives in this country, who knows how to navigate lots of things, but it wasn't there. So that is one thing. Look for someone who can put you through. I'm happy so many persons are coming out and being who they are. Like it's really amazing. So find someone who knows, who has lived this experience because it's going to be much, much better. Trust me. And if you're watching this, please, I want you to know that you're not alone. Okay, you are not alone. Like I am always here for anybody who needs my help. You can send me DMs. I will put you through because I don't want to like I don't want to hear stories that touches the heart because I know how it feels. So if you need help, I am always here. Okay? My advice for anybody wanting to start HRT, please, please do your research. There are so many medical practitioners online who have had experiences of treating or helping transgender persons. You can look up Google and Reddit. Don't just ask about what hormones am I taking, how am I going to do it. The main place that you can find communities of people with the same lived experience is on Reddit. And that's the best place you can search, where you can find persons who are licensed to talk about the medical parts of it all. And also consult professional medical advice. Trust me, if you can, please don't just start because everyone is starting or people around you are starting. Please go for a licensed medical practitioner if you can, if it's possible for you, because that's the most best ways to go about this. I wish we have people like that here in Nigeria. It doesn't mean that we just start just like that. Most of us have done deep research to make sure that we don't harm our bodies along this journey. And again, don't rush. See, hormonal replacement therapy is like second puberty. We have gone through the first puberty. You have gone through the first puberty and it wasn't what you wanted. Now you are going through the second puberty. Trust me, it's not something that happens overnight. It's not something that happens in 1 year, 2 years, or even 3 years. It's something that takes 5 to 10 years to complete. So trust me, the best possible way is not to rush it. There's that saying that slow and steady wins the race. Trust me, it does win the race. So when you take it one step at a time, you will get it. You will get to that place. Okay? Budget properly. Be financially buoyant. Because finances, I mean, the world we live in, money rules the world, right? It's all about money. So if you don't have much money, hmm, transitioning is expensive. So please be financially buoyant because that will go a long way. So please, if you've watched this video, go like if you actually like the video. Comment if you have anything to comment, share so that this video will get to so many persons out there. And also subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please. And also turn on the notification bell to get more future videos, okay? Thank you so much.